Nikki Haley has been campaigning in New Hampshire like her political life depends on it. And it might. And in many ways it does, as today's primary could make or break her campaign. Former President Donald Trump is already signaling that he's looking ahead to November, a rematch with President Biden. Our Caitlin Huey-Burns has more.
Now is the time for the Republican Party to come together.
Former President Donald Trump is sounding increasingly confident that the Republican presidential nomination is within reach.
Now we're down to two people. And I think one person will be gone probably tomorrow. And the other one will be gone in November.
And he's been bolstered by the support from many of his former GOP rivals.
4 more years! 4 more years! I have watched the political class line up with Donald Trump. I have fought the political class all my life.
But former Ambassador Nikki Haley insists she's still got a fighting chance to close the gap on Trump.
It is go time.
Pouring beers and holding babies, she barnstormed the state, searching for every last vote and focused on independents, still trying to decide. That pitch worked on Jackie Huckins, who was on the fence until she saw Haley at T-Bone's Great American Eatery in Concord.
Definitely voting for Nikki Haley.
So you made up your mind right here in this booth after meeting her and asking her questions.
Correct.
That is the New Hampshire way.
But not all independent voters are one and the same.
Independent voters, I believe, will break both for Trump and, I'd say, against Trump, which is really a Nikki Haley vote.
If Nikki Haley doesn't do well here, is it difficult for her to make the case that she could have a path somewhere else?
If Nikki Haley does not do well in New Hampshire, I think they have to really reassess whether or not she can win anywhere.
And the New Hampshire Secretary of State is projecting record turnout here on primary day. One reason is it's a little bit warmer. It's about 28 degrees here in Manchester. As you can see, I don't have any gloves on. So a little bit higher turnout, certainly, than Iowa. Anne-Marie?
Yeah, any little uptick in the weather, I think, is welcome. So, of course, you know, in addition to the Republican primary, Democrats technically have a primary too, but President Biden will not be on the ballot because of a dispute between the party and the state over the date of the election. New Hampshire Senator Maggie Hassan spoke a little bit about this yesterday. I want to play some of that sound, Caitlin.
So even though the DNC made a terrible decision and decided to forego the New Hampshire primary, the New Hampshire primary goes first and it goes forward. And so Democrats are encouraging not only Democratic voters but independents to write in Joe Biden's name on this ballot. What we know the stakes of this election. We have a passion for democracy, which is what caused us to create the modern primary in the first place.
So a little bit of background there. The Democratic Party wants South Carolina to be the first in the nation. New Hampshire, it's written into their law that they're the first in the nation. So this weird thing is happening where Joe Biden is going with the decision, obviously, of the Democratic Party, and so his name is not on the ballot. They are encouraging people to just write his name in, but there are two other candidates actually on the ballot. So my question to you is, I know in a way this doesn't really count, but in a way, does it? I mean, will people be sort of looking to see if Democrats come out, if they are interested in this, if they do write his name in, if they vote for any of the other candidates on the ballot?
Yeah, Anne-Marie, it's a good question. And as I mentioned, the Secretary of State projecting record turnout for Republicans, not so much for Democrats, because it hasn't been a competitive race here. But you raise a good question, because given everything that you outlined, you would imagine that if someone were trying to wage a real challenge against Biden, New Hampshire would be the place to do it. Dean Phillips, that congressman from Minnesota, is the only Democrat, and Marianne Williamson here too, but was trying to wage a campaign against Biden and just really hasn't gotten a lot of traction here. They are urging, of course, Democrats are urging Biden to voters to write in Biden, but you know, there are also placing a lot of bets that Democrats will actually show up in an uncompetitive race with certainly, they think, a likely conclusion that he'll be nominated. Biden already has some weaknesses in the polls. Any sort of negative headline is, of course, not welcome, but they do feel confident, of course, that he will get enough delegates throughout the rest of the process.
Right. Caitlin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, Nikki Haley has already pulled out a sweeping victory in the small but mighty community of Dixville Notch. She won support from all 6 registered voters there. It's tradition for the tiny resort township to vote first at midnight. CBS News political reporter Cristina Corujo has more from the polling site.
We are here in Dixville Notch, a small town in New Hampshire, in charge of kickstarting the First in the Nation primary. And as you might start hearing soon, people here are in full-on celebratory mode because they say they already did their due diligence. They casted their ballot, and actually they casted their ballot for Nikki Haley. And you'll be able to see it right behind me, the final tally. Haley has 6 votes in. Now, why 6? 6 is the official count of registered voters in this town. Now, the process here went very seamless. Once the clock hit midnight, voters were able to go into the ballot box, cast their ballots. Those ballots were tallied, and the results were in within 10 minutes. Now, I was able to speak to some of the voters after the results came out, and they tell me that they feel hopeful, and they're looking forward that, you know, as the day continues to progress, they can see other people from New Hampshire also cast their ballot for Nikki Haley. That's something that we'll have to continue to observe and see what happens across the state in this First in the Nation primary. Cristina Corujo, CBS News, Dixville Notch.
All right, Cristina, thank you.